It's either that or just keep making the fire bread.
Firstly, what's your name?
Joseph.
Joseph. How long have you lived in Macquarie Fields?
I don't live in Macquarie Fields anymore.
Yep.
And it was more so up the road near Glenfield.
Yep.
But
Area, yeah.
yeah, I've been around here in like 12 years now. 12? Yeah, over 12 years.
What do you think are some of the positive things in the area?
Some of the positive things they're the people. The people in the area. It's such a good feel of community. Everyone knows someone, and everyone has, some sort of connection to someone in this area. And the big focus is family. It's not just community, it's family.
So, were you born here?
Yeah, definitely.
And your family from?
Fiji.
Fiji?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. And it's, family is a big thing in this area, community. What else? And the people that come together to create things like this, they come together to create small events that bring the community together.
So do you think that it's important to keep these things going, outreach and multicultural days and stuff?
Yeah, definitely, because that promotes community. That promotes, one thing for me is I base community on both cultural things that I have within myself in terms of my family. In Fijian customs, we come together over food, and that's something that everyone shares. It's not just Fijian people, it's not just Aboriginal people, not just Italian people. It's everyone does it. Everyone catches up over a meal.
So what are the benefits? I mean, out there politicians don't like us getting together, and because it takes power away from them.
Yeah.
What are the real positive things about community, about building community, about working together, and all those sorts of things?
It means we can work towards positives instead of focusing on. A big thing is that we focus too much on the negative, and we're not focusing on. We are working together, we are living together, and we can move forward together rather than focusing on one thing. Because focusing on one thing and just being stagnant means that we can't move forward.
So in these areas, what are some of the things that you still see that need to be addressed? I mean, it's all right to come. The communities are still only very small.
Yeah.
They're fractured along racial lines and everything else because the government's dividing people and so forth.
Yeah.
What are the things that you think that we should be working towards?
Should be working towards more of community. I say that with everything. We need to be working more towards community and helping our own. We always talk about helping. Everyone else, but it's focusing on our own and being open in this community. We're open, but we're not as open as a tribe in Africa who would work together to deal with issues. And that's something that we need to work on.
What are some of the issues here that you think need to be addressed by community and then by government?
One of the biggest things so far has been drugs. Jan's on her working in the community to raise the awareness on ice and how that's affecting this community. And it's not just this community, it's affecting everywhere, but there's people like Jan fighting for this one major cause, and that's a major issue.
What do you think makes people feel so helpless that they turn to drugs?
Without sounding like I know the answers to everything, it's a way for them to release. It's a way for them to go and get out of who they are, get out of their situation for that moment, and feel happy, feel comfortable.
Do you think a community has reached out to people in that situation that there could be a lot of healing if they were felt they were part of something much bigger?
Definitely. The people that use ice, and I'm not saying all of them do, but they've been forgotten somewhere along the way. And someone's turned around and said, "No, you're all right." And the whole time they've been dying inside. And to feel alive, they've started to use the drug. Being a part of that community, so at one point they haven't felt like they were part of the community. And ice is an addiction. Can crumble finances, crumble families. Legally, it hammers you.
And the end consequence being jail, which doesn't really solve anything.
Yeah, exactly. And you come out, and sometimes you come out really good. Sometimes you come out worse than what you were when you were. Yeah, I think that's like, being a part of this community and making that person, that individual, feel like they're a part of this community is a big step.
Any other issues that you think that might be important in the area that need addressing?
For me, it's definitely our young people. Along the lines, our young people tend to forget that they have futures outside of Macquarie Fields. So for me, it's about our young people. Our young people are our future, but in working with our young people, it's about working with their families inside their houses. That is their community. It's mum, dad, them, their brothers and sisters. For some of the families in this community and our young people, it extends far beyond that in terms of their community just within that household, their family. It consists of aunties, uncles, cousins that all live in one place. So our young people are our future, and working with their parents to ensure that they can break the cycle is a key thing.
So if a politician knocked on your door today and wanted to know what was happening and what they could do for the area, what would you tell them?
I'd tell them to come out and be a part of it. Come out to events like this and see the people walk around the community at 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, and see what's actually happening out there. It doesn't happen during the day, or very little happens during the day, but then once the sun goes down, that's when you need to sort of see that we do have people living in the streets here. We do have people that just roam the streets who are younger than 18, younger than 16. Some of them are younger than 12. And they need to see that.
Do you think it's a housing problem? That's a housing problem as well?
Oh, at the end of it, I think there's a lot of contributing factors. Housing, for me, has been supporting a lot of people in this area. And for some of the people in this area, they've been supported by housing for a really long time, and they fall behind bills, and housing still supports them to go, okay, can we sort out a payment plan? Can we look at this? Can they look at other opportunities at one point or another?
What about access to public housing? I mean, it has the amount of public housing stock has actually diminished in these areas.
Yeah, and there's two ways to look at that. Is that public housing has stopped. So how can services in the area and people work together towards getting people upskilled so that they can move into rental places? At the end of the day, it's not as easy as that. Like in theory, it sounds, hey, we can do that. On a piece of paper, it's fine. But it's definitely working towards that. And I think if we have a shortage, how can we help those people get into jobs so that they can move into the private sector or move into private rentals?
Thank you very much, Joseph. It's a pleasure to meet you.
No
Good
worries.
luck.
No worries.